Welcome back. Today I am going to teach you the next chapter of science. The name of the chapter is Housing and Clothing. Today we are going to discuss about housing. So let's start. Before knowing what is house, let us know about habitat. What is a habitat? The natural environment where an organism lives is known as its habitat. The two main types of habitats are land habitats and aquatic or water habitats. Forests, deserts, grasslands, mountains are just a few examples of land habitats. Streams, rivers, lakes, ponds, and oceans are just a few examples of water habitats. What makes a good habitat? A habitat meets all the environmental conditions an organism needs to survive. For an animal, that means everything it needs to find and gather food and to reproduce. For a plant, a good habitat must provide the right combination of light, air, water, and soil. Do you know what is the largest habitat on the planet? The largest habitat on the planet is the marine habitat as it covers 70% of Earth. Now, I shall discuss the definition of house. House is a building that is made for people to live in. Houses come in many different shapes and sizes. They may be as small as just one room or they may have hundreds of rooms. We always say home is where the heart is. Now, let us understand the evolution or the progress of a house. Houses have changed a lot over the last few hundred years. Ice Age humans lived in caves some of the time, but they also made tents from mammoth skin. What is a mammoth? A mammoth is a large elephant found in Ice Age. Some prehistoric humans were cave dwellers, but most were not. Such early cave dwellers and other prehistoric peoples are also called cavemen. Despite the name, only a small portion of humanity has ever dwelt in caves. Caves are rare across most of the world. Most caves are dark, cold, and damp. And other cave inhabitants, such as bears and cave lions, often made caves inhospitable for people. Caves were the ideal place to take shelter from the midday sun when the temperature is quite hot. The stable temperatures of caves provided a cool habitat in summers and a warm, dry shelter in the winter. When the Ice Age ended, a new way of life began. About 7000 BC, a new people lived in Jericho and they had learned to make mortar. Mortar is a kind of binding powder. They used it to plaster walls and floors. Students, do you know? Cattle Huank was one of the world's first town. It was built in what is now in Turkey about 6500 BC. BC means before Christ. The houses were made of mud brick. Houses were built touching against each other. They did not have doors and houses were entered through hatches in roofs. By 4000 BC, farming had spread across Europe. When people began farming, they stopped living in tents made from animal skins and they began to live in huts made from stone. Now let's talk about ancient house. The first civilization arose in Sumer, which is now in Iraq. There was a number of city-states. Each city had a protector god, and the king was regarded as his representative on earth. Below the king were nobles and rich merchants who lived in considerable comfort in large houses with many rooms. Their houses were 2 story high and they were arranged around a courtyard. However, poor people lived in simple huts. Houses in the Middle Ages. Houses were simple wooden huts. They had wooden frames filled in with strips of wood woven together and covered in a plaster of animal hair and clay. However, in some parts of the country, huts were made of stone. Pheasant huts were either whitewashed or painted in bright colors. The poorest people lived in one-room huts. Slightly better off people lived in huts with 1 or 2 rooms. There were no panes of glass in the windows, only wooden shutters which were closed at night. The floors were of hard earth, sometimes covered in straw for warmth. The nomads at first built castles of wood. In the early 12th century, stone replaced them. In the towns, wealthy merchants began living in stone houses. Now, let me explain you century wise. 20,000 BC. People lived in caves or in tents made of mammoth skins. 6,000 BC. People in Catalhuang in Turkey lived in houses made of mud brick. Walls were plastered and sometimes painted. 2000 BC. Rich people in Iraq lived in 2-storied houses arranged around a courtyard. Poor people lived in one-room huts. 1500 BC. People in Bronze Age lived in round huts made of wattle and daub with thatched roofs. 400 BC. People in Greece lived in houses of brick and plaster with tiled roofs. 100 AD. In Rome, rich people lived in villas with mosaics, murals on their walls and glass windows. Poor people lived in simple wooden huts and so on. In this way, till 21st century, the structures of the house changed. Now, let us hear a small story to know how important a house is. Neha is playing in the garden. The garden is near her house. Suddenly it started raining. So Neha quickly ran into her house. The house protected her from rain. From this story, we have learnt that house is very important in our life as it gives us protection from heat, rain, cold, and even from dangers. All animals, including human beings, need a shelter that can protect them from changing weather conditions and other dangers. Some animals live in natural habitats while others build their houses. We see different types of houses around us. They differ in size, shape, location and construction material. Some belong to the owner while some are rented by tenants. There are different types of houses where we live in. Houses are of 2 types. One is Pakka house and two is Kacha house. Flats and bungalows are Pakka houses. Such houses are called permanent houses. What are permanent houses made of? Permanent houses are made up of bricks, cement, iron rods, concrete and steel. This kind of buildings can't be shifted from one place to another. These houses are durable as they last for long time. This kind of houses are expensive to construct because the materials used in them are costly and more labor is required. Permanent or pakka houses are mostly found in towns and cities. Materials used to build permanent houses are usually built from types of materials that can be easily made or bought near the place where the house is built. Permanent house can further be divided into different types like single-storied house or multi-storied house. Now, let us understand the difference between single-storied and multi-storied building. Number 1. A single-storied house has only one floor, but a multi-storied house has multiple floors. Number 2. A single-storied house is built in a place without any land space limitation, but a multi-storied house is built in a place where limited land is available. Number 3. A single-storied house is built for only one family, but a multi-storied house is built for many families. Number 4. A single-storied house is constructed generally by owners, but a multi-storied building is constructed by builders and sold to buyers. Number 5. A single-storied house mostly do not have extra facilities within their premises. To enjoy these facilities like park, swimming pool, they have to go to other places. But most of the multi-storied buildings have facilities like park, swimming pool, etc. within their premises. Can anyone construct a house? No. So, who can construct a house? An architect is a person trained in planning, design and supervision of the construction of buildings or houses. Now let us understand the different types of permanent houses. Modern house. Modern house. So a house is a building for people to live in. It is usually built for a family, parents and their children. Most modern houses have special areas or rooms for people to do the things that they need to live comfortably. A modern house has a place to cook food, a place to eat, places to sleep, and a place to wash. These things are usually done in separate rooms, which are called the kitchen, the drawing room, the bedroom, the washroom, etc. Many houses have a separate dining room for eating meals and a separate laundry. Now the next house is cottage. A small house is often called a cottage. Cottages are usually found in villages or in the countryside. They are nearly always built from materials that can be found nearby. In many places, the word cottage is used to mean a small old-fashioned house. Terraced house. A terraced house is a house that is part of a row of houses joined at the side walls. Many cities and towns have thousands of row houses because they are a good way to build lots of houses close together. Many row houses have 2 rooms on the ground floor and 2 rooms on the upper floor along with a kitchen and or a wash area at the back. Bungalow. In some places, the word bungalow is used for any house that is all on one level. This word came from India and for a long time was used for a house that is built all on one level and has a balcony where people can sit or walk outdoors but under a shady roof. A bungalow often has a hall down the middle of the house to let the breeze blow through. Bungalows are often seen in countries with hot summers like in India, Southeast Asia, South Africa, parts of the United States, South America, Australia and New Zealand. In regions with flooding, a bungalow is often built up on wooden stilts or a high basement. In the 1800s, bungalows are nearly always built of wood, but from the 1920s it became fashionable to build them on brick as well. Next is mansion. A mansion is a big grand house, usually with 2 stories and sometimes more. A mansion often has beautiful architecture and shows that the person for whom it was designed and the built was rich. Mansions often have beautiful gardens. Sometimes a mansion does not belong to a private family, but to a town council or to a big business company. A mansion often has rooms which are not found in ordinary houses, such as a ballroom, a library, and a music room. Well-known mansions are the White House in Washington, D.C., where the President of the United States lives, and Mansion House in London, where the Lord Mayor of London lives. The next type of permanent house is a farmhouse. A farmhouse may look like a cottage, a bungalow, or a mansion, but in many countries, a farmhouse can look quite different to a house in a town because, as well as having a place for people to live, it has also a place for animals. There are mainly 3 types of farmhouses are found. Many farmhouses are long and have 2 doors. One door leads to the rooms used by the family. The other door opens into a shelter for animals. The second type of farmhouse has 2 stories with an animal shelter and a storeroom underneath, while the rooms for the family are on the upper floor. The third type of farmhouse has buildings such as the family house, the barn, and the stable all joined together around a central courtyard. Old farmhouses of these 3 types can be found in many parts of Europe and Great Britain. Next is palace. A palace is a house that is very grand. Many palaces are residences to royal people. Some old palaces has been changed to hotels or tourist destinations by people who lived there over many hundreds of years. Some of the best known palaces in India are Amber Palace, Mysore Palace, Taj Lake Palace, etc. Next is flat. A flat is also called an apartment. These styles of building is often called an apartment block, or if it's very high, a skyscraper. A skyscraper is a very tall new style buildings. You will see many skyscrapers in nearly every city around the world. Do you know the tallest building in the world is a skyscraper called the Burj Khalifa? Now, as we came to an end of today's part, now let us recapitulate the important points of today's lesson. Number 1. The natural environment where an organism lives is known as its habitat. Number 2. The 2 main types of habitats are land habitats and aquatic or water habitats. Number 3. House is a building that is made for people to live in. Number 4. 20,000 BC, people lived in caves or in tents made of mammoth skins. 6,000 BC, people lived in houses made of mud bricks. 2000 BC, people lived in 2-storied houses. 1500 BC, people in Bronze Age lived in round huts. 400 BC, people lived in houses of brick and plaster with tiled roofs. 100 AD, people lived in villas and so on till date. All animals, including human beings, need a shelter that can protect them from changing weather conditions and other dangers. There are different types of houses where we live in. Houses are of mainly 2 types, Pakka house or permanent house and Kacha house or temporary house. Permanent house can further be divided into different types like single-storied house, multi-storied house, palace, mansion, bungalow, etc. Permanent houses are made up of bricks, cement, iron rods, concrete and steel. Now, memorize and learn these important spellings: shelter, protect, weather, condition, danger, habitat, construction material, tenants, permanent, temporary, pakka, cement, expensive, labor, required, limitation, complex. Thank you. That's all for today.